Whoa, what up, y'all? It's your boy Dee-1, and I'm about to go in on this topic. You heard me? Kendrick Lamar just dissed Drake. Everybody talking about it. Man, all I want to say is this. Rap beef is lame. It's extremely lame, yo. What these people beefing over, man? Kendrick, Drake, what y'all doing, brothers? Come on, man. What y'all beefing over? There ain't no godly principles at the core of this beef. This ain't really about nothing on that type of level. So if it's pride and if it's ego that's at the core of this beef and this going back and forth, and for the people that's like, no, it's not beef. It's just friendly competition. Man, shut up. You know how crazy y'all sound? This ain't no rap competition at this point. This is personal problems being aired out and addressed and put out there, and threats being made and look, insinuating, look, it could get violent if it need to. Don't make me take it there and all that. It's two regions. It's a whole country, Canada, you heard me, being called out, and then it's pitting the West Coast against Canada. It's pitting, if y'all want to talk about the black community, the beloved black community, is pitting dark skin versus light skin, and Kendrick saying Drake not even able to, he shouldn't even say the N-word. I don't even like when you say that. So now it's going to be all the dark-skinned people pitted against like, yeah, Drake, you ain't supposed to say the N-word and you're not really black and all this stuff. Man, all this stuff is whack, yo. It's whack. It just is. It's entertaining, though. And all people care about is being entertained. As long as you can entertain us by any means necessary. You want to know a big problem? I'm going to tell y'all the big problem in 5 seconds. A big problem is when we have people that's supposed to be leaders in the culture that see all that's happening right now, and they turn into fans and excited groupies instead of maintaining their leadership position during these moments. I see a lot of people that's just falling for the okie doke of like, man, this is what everybody talking about. I got to pick me a side. I got to chime in. I got to get just hype about it. And of course, this type of stuff is always going to have entertainment value associated with it. But entertainment at what cost? Entertainment at what expense? What are we jumping to get so hype about? If you truly one of the people that was called to be a leader in this world, and specifically in this culture, in hip-hop culture, man, you know this stuff ain't good, man. This stuff not good. These people, Kendrick does not like Drake at all. He said, I hate the way you walk. I hate the way you talk. I hate the way you dress. I hate all kind of stuff about you. You feel me? They going back and forth. Drake done dropped his record against Kendrick. Drake is calling Kendrick out on all kind of levels, talking about professionally. You know, he got to pay Top Dog 50% of what he make and all this stuff, and discrediting Kendrick's musical lineage and all that type of stuff. And just stuff that if y'all really, this is my challenge to y'all, if y'all really don't like each other that much, then would it be the most gangster thing y'all could do is communicate with each other without dissing each other, but communicate like men. I wonder if they about that life. That'd be the most gangster thing you could do, because right now, speaking about each other through diss records, it's different. Hey, if you got an issue with somebody and y'all want to speak and y'all want to diss each other on records or whatever, at least let what's at the core of those issues be based on godly principles that's not being followed. That you feel like, yo, this person is a detriment to the kingdom of God, straight up. But not based on just some frivolous stuff, man, some worldly stuff, man. That stuff ain't even worth a diss. Especially if you ain't gonna be no better than that person when you dissing them. The same things that Drake is saying about Kendrick, whether it's his business practices and you sign to this person and sign to this person, Drake, you not no independent artist either, man. You signed to this person and signed to this person. You didn't have that for a segment of your career, a huge segment of your career as well. You didn't have that be your reality. All the things that Drake said about Kendrick, guess what? Drake embodies those things as well. So it's not like you showing anything different. And all the things I just heard that Kendrick is saying about Drake It's like, brother, you not showing that you're embodying anything different. Straight up. You're not. You sitting here, you talking about you don't like when Drake talk about violence and just continue to make songs for the club and keep you dancing and all that type of stuff. Kendrick, you sitting here implying violence in your songs, man. Come on, man. I know y'all brothers better than that, man, for real. I done met both of these brothers before. Like, come on, man. We all some good dudes at the end of the day, at the core. We all just some good dudes deep down in our hearts. Like, don't let the pride and the ego turn this into something messy and something sloppy, because guess what? White people laughing. They entertain. Y'all want to talk this black talk so much. Well, you're entertaining these other cultures. You're entertaining these other people quite a bit. And that ain't doing nothing to help build up or unify the black community. If y'all so concerned about that. It's not. It's not. And all these people who just want to be entertained by it, you got to ask yourself, I'm entertained, but at what cost? Like we talking about pitting the dark skin versus the light skin now. Drake, he said Drake not allowed to say the N-word. Drake shouldn't say the N-word. I don't like when you say the N-word. That's what he said. I don't even like when you say the N-word and all that type of stuff. And it's just, you got fans there. I know they got fans watching this right now. So fans, I understand it can be something where you can easily get swayed because you're being swayed by people who are artists, who are talented, who are popular, and who are in leadership positions. Well, that's why I'm here as well, to offer a different perspective. Because if you're going to get swayed, don't get swayed by just like, oh, whose side do I need to be on? This is all just, let me get my popcorn and watch. If you really care about this world being a better place, just know that this ain't all fun and games like people would try to make it out to be. It's clearly not. It's not all fun and games like people will make it out to be. It's not. If you want to see this world be a better place, as a fan, pick a side that you're not even being offered right now by either one of them. Pick the side of saying like, man, we could do better than this as a culture. I'm not going to allow myself to just get caught up in this and just be a sheep. You heard me? Be the blind leading the blind. Because clearly this, like, if they really ain't like each other and it's based on like, at the core of this, like this ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? Based on godly principles. But that's not what this is coming across as at all. These dudes done did songs together. These dudes done toured together. And it's okay. People fall out. That is quite normal. I understand. And people get into it. But, I'm a person that's talking, and I have had back and forths with people in hip-hop culture and with other artists, and me calling them out for different things. But it's based on godly principles. It's not based on just, like, pride and ego. It's not, and it hit totally different when it's based on godly principles. Guess what? If we calling people out based on godly principles and we're calling them out because they got these huge platforms and they're misleading people away from God, then number one, we have to embody what it's like to be different. Don't embody the same thing that they embodying in your music, using the same language, implying the same violence that you say, yeah, man, we got to be leading some people somewhere different. So my goal is to lead everybody closer to God with everything that I'm doing. And leading people closer to God means you ain't scared when it come down to it. You ain't scared if you got to go back and forth with somebody. It ain't about that at all. But it's also like at the core of this, like I'm saying this on behalf of the God that I serve and nothing different. That's what I'm speaking up for. That's where I'm trying to ultimately lead people. That's the kingdom I'm representing. You feel me? I have seen people choose to be entertained by the most low-level stuff that we can truly offer to the world. And we say, well, that's what we want to be entertained by. A culture that's already divided, a culture that's already consistent of the underdogs in society. And what do we want to choose to do to represent the world? To represent ourselves to the world? we want to take two of our biggest, arguably our two biggest stars that we have in the culture, and we want to just pit them against each other. And not even pit them against each other, but allow them to just entertain us by going back and forth over frivolous things. That ain't what's doing it, yo. That ain't what's taking us to the next level. And if they don't understand that, and if they choose to want to go back and forth about that type of stuff, guess what? I'm putting the weight on the fans' shoulders. I'm putting the weight on the fans' shoulders to say, nope. Well, guess what? We're going to put our attention elsewhere. I'm putting the weight on the media's shoulders to say, but see, you really got to put the weight on the shoulders of people who actually want to see things get better. And if people don't want to see things get better, if they just like, man, ain't nothing wrong with this, until something goes too far, until something happens that you're like, oh, wait, I ain't want nobody to get hurt. I ain't want that to happen. Yeah. Whether or not y'all know it, people are dying from rap beef every day. Let me say that one more time. Whether or not y'all know it, people are dying from rap beefs every day. It may not be artists that's known worldwide, but people still dying on a daily basis. Just because rap beef in and of itself is something that it inches further and further, and it gets more serious, and somebody takes another shot at somebody that they deem to be, whoa, you took it too far, and crews get involved, and regions and territories get involved. Come on, man. Y'all ain't seen this play out like this before. Maybe some of y'all haven't, but it's happening on a daily basis. So let's just ask ourselves, man, is this how we want to be entertained? There's too many other people doing amazing things in the genre of hip hop that could entertain us. That's why I'm in hip hop, to be the change that I wanted to see. That's why I'm in it, for sure. That's why I'm in it. And that doesn't mean that I feel like I'm perfect by any means, but as an artist, oh, I already know. I mean, nobody can't tell me that as an artist that I ain't making top tier music, you feel me? But then in addition to making that top tier music, it's about having a top tier mindset. When you got the music and the mindset, that's when you really start a movement. So, y'all make sure y'all tap in. It's funny how a lot of people in the culture, they call J. Cole lame or soft for not wanting to take part in this. But that's just because people want to see chaos. They want to see destruction. People in our culture, by the way, not just other people from other cultures, and it's always the other people and it's always just the executives' fault. Yeah, it's their fault too, for sure. We got to take some accountability though. We got to take some accountability. And at this point, man, I'm saying Drake and Kendrick, y'all need to take some accountability for what this is doing, what this is leading to. Like, what are you gaining from this? What are y'all gaining from this, man? Huh? That ego, boy, that ego and that pride that had you doing some stuff that you'll look back at and be like, dang, that wasn't even really me. That wasn't even really who I was at the core. But I let my ego steer me in that direction. Come on, man. And for all the fans watching this, like I said, y'all got more power than y'all think. So support what it is that you want to see more of in the world. Think about that. Before you decide what you support what it is that you want to see more of in the world, all right? Sit with that. Because if you're just supporting what's being pushed upon you, if you're just supporting what people telling you to listen to or to keep up with, yeah, you're not truly thinking for yourself. Don't just be a sheep. And if you're going to be a follower, that's okay. Because guess what? Certain people were called to be leaders in every field, in every culture, in every genre. But be very careful who you following and ask yourself, am I following someone who is following God? Consistently following God? Ask yourself that. My name is Dee-1. This is Flipping Tables with Dee-1. It's unofficially turning into my podcast that I will continue to be consistent with. So make sure y'all are subscribed to my YouTube channel right here. And yeah, man, I'm in this culture, but I'm not of this culture. My mindset, I can officially say it, my mindset at this point has fully elevated and graduated to something to where I understand that the culture that I'm more loyal to is the kingdom culture, the kingdom of God, straight up, and everything that comes along with that. So when you think about what you're more loyal to, are you more loyal to your love for God or your love for hip hop? I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Are you more loyal to your love for God or your love for hip hop? Check my newest album out, Loaded. You heard me? It's my 12th album. It's only on my website, by the way. It's not on streaming platforms yet. Nope, it's exclusive. At Dee-1music.com, DEE, the number one, music.com. Banger, no skips. One of them ones. Loaded stands for Life of a Disruptor Evolving Daily. I love that title. And I love that music on that album too. Make sure y'all check that out. And my other 11 albums, they're on all the streaming platforms. It's your boy Dee-1. I love y'all, man. Y'all stay blessed. I'm out.